to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
From the gun, here's Willis. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Willis looking to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Dolphins 0. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Stroud sets up the play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You look at this Buffalo defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Joshua Hines-Allen. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
That's caught. It's Marvin. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Down to the 42, 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 11-yard line.
Willis looks to pass it here. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Completes it to Douglas. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Bills 14, Dolphins nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And we take it in by Shaheed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. A run up the middle with Irving. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bills 36-yard line.
Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and through. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slip.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Willis will look to throw it. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, here's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tucker Kraft, 58 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Stroud. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Got it. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Broncos. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Willis. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, here's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First down.
Ready?
First and 10.
Now Willis to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Bills hit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this throw incomplete.
And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. And he is going to have a Bills first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action with Willis. Try! And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bronco 80.
Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Dobbins is in. Touchdown, Bills. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point good by Prater. And a lead now up to 14.
Bills 28, Dolphins 14. Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
A gain of 4 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 53 yards.
And the Dolphins are back within a score. Borregales now for the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's not enough. You sell it, but it's not enough. You stay really still, but it's not enough. See bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody got to do it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready. Trap 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
The shotgun snap to Willis. And this one complete again to Mims.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
19 tight, let's go.
31-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Willis. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Third down and the 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Cougar 19.
Willis from the gun on third down.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
70 Timberwolves.
Willis now off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go now. 19, Mustang 19. Ready, right?
Throwing on second and long.
Willis throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And down he goes. They sink him back right around the 41-yard line.
Third down and 13. Stroud working out of the gun.
And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Final play of the half. Stroud.
Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
18, run, 79, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Buffalo 18, Cougar 19. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Willis looking to throw it. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's got space past the 25 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Stroud looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he goes out right around the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Stroud to throw it. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Bills 42, Dolphins 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And Stroud now to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, They just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Willis.
And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 33 yards that time.
Ready, break. Seven Pirates. Get it.
Willis.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Willis looks to pass it here.
Completes it to Douglas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
6 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Willis looking to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
49. Dolphins 35. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Junior on the tackle. That's a gain of 6.
Here's Stroud.
3rd and 2.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins 42. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Josh Hines-Allen there on the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Willis to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 4.
The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Willis will look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down.
Mustang
1st and 10
19.
at the 46-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun, here's Willis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Now Willis.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did 3 times. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it is caught.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
70
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the
70
38-yard
Timberwolves.
line.
Mustang 19.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They run out of the gun with Irvin.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This is 1st and 10.
18. Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing. Willis.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Willis. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's Willis. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Irving.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Tony. Hey, uno.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
On the quick, right?
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way.